So I wanted to give you an update on my flat, and also why the fuck I haven't actually been uploading anything for ages. I wanted to do a video like this for ages and ages, because the amount of stuff that I've had to put up with in this fucking place, it's been so ridiculous that it really deserves its own series in its own right. Which is why I'm calling this video Problems with My Flat. I might then rename it to Problems with My Flat Part 1, or maybe I just might call it Part 10, because essentially this is now like Part 103 down the line of a year's worth of shit. So my flat, which you've seen before, I think I did a tour ages ago, and you've seen pictures on Instagram, etc. This flat is illegally small. It's too small to be a studio, basically, all because the landlord did not get planning permission and is basically an arsehole. I've got to basically put up with, well, not only do I have to put up with stupid amounts of rent, by the way, I'm paying more than £1,000 a month to live in a corridor in South London on a main high street. It's just like fucking ridiculous. However, it's my own stupid fault because I decided to find, try and find the quickest place I could without really looking around. I think this was the third place I viewed. And of those, one of them was outside of London, the other one was, it was a shithole really. The other one was just a bit shit as well. So I made the decision to go here, which was a bit silly, but hey, it's a decision I've got to live with now. So the landlord's breached planning permission because it's too small. It should be 35 square metres and it ends up being something like 18, if that, might be 13. It's essentially 55% undersize than what it should be. I've got two options. Either I move out, which is a pain in the ass, means I've got to move all my shit yet again and do all the other bullshit you've got to do with moving and all other kind of crap, like, can I really be bothered? Or I stay here, I move to an adjacent flat, a legal room still, put up with some more building work for a while, then move back into here when they've made it a bit bigger, and then kind of go from there. And then on top of that, my washing machine broken, it's not taking on water. The oven light's decided to break itself. One of the switches in behind me is broken. The shower still leaks. The boiler is a bag of shit. Got to put up with noise outside. That's about it for a minute. That's pretty much the extent of my woes currently, which I know this is all first world problems. I have a roof on my head. It's all brand new shit I moved into. But even so, more bullshit I don't really want to put up with when I've got stresses of work and everything else. So yeah, I've got two options. Either I move out and I managed to find some really cracking places in Soho, just up the road from here even. Even near where I work. Actually, it's quite cheap. It's about 1,200 quid a month, which is only a little bit more than I'm paying currently anyway. So some of them include bills, some don't include bills, but they're all bigger and they're all legal, maybe. The downside is I have to move all my shit, which I don't really want to do because it's more effort and more aggro, and I've got to book a van and then get some people to help me, and it's like, can't really be bothered to do that. So I'm sort of in limbo at the moment as to whether or not just to say, fuck it, let's just do it, book a long weekend off and just get it done over the weekend. I don't know if I should take my landlord to court, because essentially he's breached planning regulations. I've been living in a legal flat, he's been paying me over the odds rent. Although I've signed a tenancy agreement, at the end of the day I wasn't aware of the planning legislation. So therefore, I don't know, I need to investigate that separately. So that's where we find ourselves, here in this tiny pathetic space, talking at a camera about my first world problems. So there's that. I am planning on getting a bike at some point, which will, the end plan being a BMW 1200 GS Adventure, maybe. But I need to learn to ride a bike and try and get my CBT and go and get a Duke 125, because I fucking want a bike, because it just looks like great fun. I haven't ridden a bike now for 5 years. I used to test shit up. I have ridden around on dirt bikes before. It's a lot of fun. I never did it properly. I never did, it was like 1 week, a couple of weekends a year or something stupid. Because a couple of friends of mine had dirt bikes. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm going to look at getting a bike for London, which would be quite good. Even if I stay here, I'll still try and do it. If anything, actually, I'm going to learn, then try and move out of here, and then maybe just fuck off out of the city, because I can't be. Number one, I don't like the fact I've got to pay stupid amounts of money to live in a pathetically small space. And there's no access to decent shops. Well, I'd say decent shops. There's no access to big shops in central London. I'm in zone 2 at the moment. Well, zone 2, zone 3, and I do have access to big shops, but they're a little bit far. Well, no, they're not that far away. I can walk there. It takes me about half an hour to walk there, which isn't too bad. But zone 1, you're looking. There's no way for big shops. If you want to live like cheap in London, you can't do it. You have to have lots of money. So I'm inclined to go completely out of the city, either move back to Crawley, maybe somewhere completely different, and then just ride in every day, because I can get a nice big space, pay less money, And the money I would save I then spend on transport. But again, at the end of the day, I'd be away from London, which would be good, which is what I miss about living in Crawley with Steve, because, you know, I didn't have to deal with city bullshit. So, yeah, that's kind of my situation. That's also partly the reason why I've not done any vlog shit, because I've had so much other stuff to deal with. I have recorded 2, I think, since the last one, but I've not actually had time to upload them, edit them, upload them, because I've had work, and by the time I come home from work, last thing I'm going to be doing is vlogging and editing. And the weekends, I spend time with Kevin, or I do something else, so, which is kind of my own stupid fault, but I only do this because I enjoy, not because this is a career for me, although it'd be nice if that was to happen. So I'm not prioritising this as much as I should be, and as I promised I would. But at the end of the day, this is enjoyment for me. This isn't because, you know, this isn't for you guys, although it's nice you enjoy it. This is kind of for me, because I think if you're doing it for other people, it's that you've kind of missed the point of doing YouTube in the first place. You should be doing it for you, because it's enjoyable, not to make it into a job, because let's be honest, there's no way in hell you can make this into a job unless you, I don't know, unless you do the same old bullshit everybody else does, and who cares about that. I will update you on any flat woes. I will try and do an MWC video this week, Mobile World Conference. Samsung released their S7 as well this week, which looks okay, you know, whatever. I do need to get a new phone though. I'm tempted to get a Samsung, only because it's a good spec, but not because of price. So I might go down the OnePlus 2 route. I might just say, fuck it, get something else entirely different. That'll be my pizza ready. And yeah, but I'm not too sure about that. I'm going to decide that later on down the line once I've sorted this shit out, because I need to save as much money as I possibly can to be able to move out, just in case the landlord's not forthcoming with my deposit. So yeah, that's where I find myself in terms of other life shit. It's basically same old shit, different day. My original plan had been to stay here, buy an office somewhere, and move all my PC stuff away from there, move YouTube stuff there, and have a space to kind of retire that's quieter and better, and, you know, for the weekend and evenings and stuff, and just have this as literally a place to sleep. But that ends up being more expensive, and so I don't know. I'm not too sure what's going to happen with that kind of stuff, but we shall see. So I'm going to eat a pizza thing. It's like a baguette thing, because I work really late. It's now currently 9:30 on a weekday, and I left the office at 8 o'clock at night because I'm a fucking sado and shit happened. And I'm going to drink a beer, and I shall catch you hopefully the arse end of this week.